Raising your standards doesn't just upgrade your life. It subtracts people. It removes comfort. And it charges a price most people are unwilling to pay. Think about it. We see the city wake up, the endless stream of people commuting, faces lit by the glow of their phones, coffee in hand. We see the routine, the motion, but so often, we miss the intention behind it. We're told to want more, to be better, to level up. But what they don't tell you is the real cost. Standards are expensive, and I'm not talking about money, at least not at first. The initial price is emotional, social, and psychological. When you decide to genuinely raise your standards, the first thing you'll notice isn't a gain, but a loss. You sleep less, not because you're a workaholic, but because your mind is occupied with purpose. Your schedule gets tighter, filled with deliberate actions instead of passive consumption. You start saying no a lot more often. No to that late-night hangout you know will ruin your morning. No to that project that doesn't align with your goals. No to obligations that drain your energy without adding value. And this is where the friction begins. You start to disappoint people. Specifically, you disappoint the people who benefited from your old self, the version of you that was always available, always agreeable, always putting their needs before your own. Suddenly, you're not the reliable source of validation they once knew. You lose that easy praise, that comfortable spot within the group. You lose the ease of just going with the flow. This is precisely why so many people talk about having high standards but never actually live by them. They crave the shiny results of disciplined success, the physique, the recognition, but they run from the loneliness that discipline demands. They want the rewards without paying the entry fee. Think of it this way. Higher standards mean fewer excuses. You can't blame traffic when you started leaving an hour earlier. You can't blame fatigue when you prioritized your sleep. It means fewer distractions. The endless scroll on social media becomes a conscious choice, not a default habit. You start ignoring notifications that don't serve your immediate focus. It means less emotional comfort. Instead of venting about a problem for the third time, you're in a quiet room, late at night, actually trying to solve it, while others are out laughing and relaxing. You might be at an empty gym at dawn, or staring at a laptop screen, pushing through a difficult task. This is the point where most people panic. They feel the discomfort and mistake it for a sign that they're on the wrong path. But that comfort you left behind, it was never neutral. It was a cozy blanket that was quietly keeping you average. It was the warm, familiar feeling of staying right where you are. So, here's the critical insight, the one that sets the stage for everything that follows. Raising your standards doesn't feel empowering at first. It doesn't feel like you're soaring or conquering the world. Honestly, it feels like isolation. It feels like you're the only one taking this seriously. It feels like immense pressure, mostly from yourself, to not slip up. It feels like constant friction against the world and against your old habits. It feels like a sea of doubt, whispering that you're not good enough, that you should just go back to how things were. And if you don't understand that this phase is a natural, necessary part of the process, you will quit. You will regress back to your old self. Not because you failed, not because you weren't strong enough, but simply because you weren't prepared for the cost. You were sold the highlight reel, but you weren't ready for the behind-the-scenes struggle. Most people don't just fall backward randomly. They don't wake up one day and decide to abandon their progress. They regress systematically. There are specific triggers, patterns, and psychological traps that pull them back down, often without them even realizing it's happening until it's too late. And in part 2, we are going to expose exactly why most people go back, even after making significant progress. We'll break down the system of regression so you can finally break free from it. If this episode made you feel a little uncomfortable, that's not a bad sign. That's growth knocking on your door. Part 2 is where we uncover the mechanics of regression, and it's dropping exclusively here on YouTube. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Stay sharp.